Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Azure DevOps tutorial series, today let's discuss about what are issues in Azure DevOps. Okay, so the reason I'm making a separate video for issues is because a lot of the time I have seen few people actually create another task when they are dealing with new issues in their requirements or any impediments or blockers that is delaying their progress. People usually create another task. Ideally, that's not a best practice when you're actually working on Azure boards. The one thing I would suggest is we need to start using the issue work item type in Azure board, because that will give a very clear picture and highlight your issues to the higher management, so that they have a clear visibility about what's going on in the project. Okay, so that's why I'm making a separate video for this, so that you actually understand and start using issues more often when you actually have a impediment or a issue in your project activities. Okay, a simple definition is, if you have any known issues you want to track, you can do so by defining an impediment or issues. Okay, impediments or issues actually represent some unplanned activities in your project. Okay, so something comes up, and for example, say you have an environment issue. The environment was expected to be ready today, but it is not available, so it is gonna delay your activity. So in those kind of situation, you can actually create an issue and highlight it to the management, so that they have a very clear picture about your actual delivery. Okay, so that's the reason we want to create a new work item type called issues, because we actually know that resolving those require more work beyond what is actually tracked for our actual scope in the requirement. All right, so that is why it is really necessary to create a issue work item type. Okay, so one thing I wanted to highlight is, do not confuse the issues with the bugs. Okay, so in our previous video we discussed about what are bugs in Azure DevOps. Okay, bugs is different with issues. Bugs are something, a discrepancy in your requirement, and it has been wrongly developed. Okay, you found it out of testing. But issue is something which is delaying your project activities. Okay, some unknown or unplanned activities that come up. Okay, that is what issue is. So that is something you need to keep in mind. Okay, so let's see how we can actually create a issue. It is again very straightforward. It's a very easy one. Since we have already discussed about other work item types, it might be very easy, because it has the same fields only. So if you go to new work item type, you can select an issue and provide dev environment is not ready. Okay, so you can fill in the description. You can change the priority, you can give a due date. Okay, due date is something very specific to issue, so you can give the due date, like when it will be actually ready. So this kind of details you can provide it in an issue and assign it to the concerned team or a concerned person. Okay, so it's quite very it's very simple basically, but I emphasize actually creating this work item type more frequently, in order to highlight any unplanned activities that is going on in your project. Okay, so that's all what I want to cover as part of this video. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section. If you have any if you like my video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.